Hello everybody, welcome to the United Stands. I'm Mark Goldbridge. I don't know whether I'm live, but we've got an Ornstein bomber. Benjamin SESKO is now the guy that Manchester United want. I mean, you've just got to react to this sort of news, haven't you? And hope that you're live, even though it says no one's watching and I haven't got a live chat. But effectively, SESKO is the guy that Manchester United are now prioritising. This is coming in for David Ornstein. I've said this at the start of the week, that this is, I don't know whether, look, let me know if you caught the start. I'll start again. Mark Goldbridge here on the United Stand, live from a field. I just fetched Seb from football. We're walking back and David Ornstein's dropped a bomber. What have I told everybody about this bloody summer? Every time I leave the house, Ornstein gets on his phone. He's doing it on purpose. He must have a tracker. Anyway, I don't mind. It's a positive update because Manchester United have prioritised SESKO, and it's coming in from Ornstein. So I think that we can probably say that whatever happened last week when we were prioritising Watkins, we're not prioritising Watkins anymore. We're prioritising David Ornstein. We're not prioritising David Ornstein. We're prioritising SESKO. So we've obviously had some encouragement here. It's obviously a price that we can do. It was really sunny and now it's gone windy. Windy Watkins, probably not happy. Lived around here as well. But yeah, look, SESKO bomber from David Ornstein. I mean, it's significant in the sense that we're going to sign, well, we're trying to sign SESKO, and we probably will. It opens up the conversation a lot about whether this is the player we should be signing or not. As I've said many times, you can understand why Watkins would be the short-term solution. But you can also understand why SESKO fits in with the longer-term solution. And it's really not that deep for me. I mean, if we'd gone with Watkins, fine. And if we go with SESKO, fine. There's a little bit more pressure on SESKO. He's never played in the Premier League before. But if it works, he could be a top-class striker for 10 years. And Favell has been massive around this. So I really do think that it's exciting. Everybody's confirming it now. And SESKO is, as Mario Franco says, Villa probably wanted to pull our pants down. Yeah, and I think if we always said that with Watkins, didn't we? If the price SESKO, if the price wasn't going to come down from Villa, then it really doesn't become worth doing, does it? So I feel a bit like Rio Ferdinand here on my phone. I'm hearing through this bag that we're going to sign Vinicius Jr. and be bought by Elon Musk. No, that's nonsense. Suddenly gone windy. Apologies for that because I don't actually have a muff. Well, there's no muff around here. A muffler. That's ridiculous. The weather today in the UK, this is not the update we wanted. It was really sunny about 2 minutes ago. It's been cloudy, it's rained, and now it's gone windy. I just think Watkins has got mad. You see Seb in the background. Oh, there you can see him. Where is he? There's a bloody lion running towards me. There's Seb. Is that Seb in the background? He looks a lot he's actually only 10 metres away. That makes him look like he's in bloody Scotland. He's sulking because he wanted Watkins. I said, come on the camera, and he was like, I want Watkins. Yeah, so breaking news, Ornstein, SESKO is now the priority for Manchester United. Delegation going out to Germany. He has prioritised Manchester United. As I said on Twitter, let's just take a moment for Newcastle. The wind has stopped. Let's take a moment for Newcastle. More rejections this summer than a beef burger at a vegetarian's barbecue. Yeah, they've been absolutely... Yeah, I mean, look, Newcastle remind me a little bit of a friend I had when I used to go clubbing in the mid-90s. Would literally go round asking anybody to dance with him. And like, he was probably a 3 out of 10. And he would be asking 10 out of 10s. And we always admired the courage and bravery to box up. But ultimately, always ended up going home for a pot noodle and a Tommy Tank. So, well, someone just said it's our plan F. Well, I'm not going to debate you about that. It probably is our plan F, if we're being completely honest. But what if your plan F is better than your plan A? Plan F off, mate. Look, SESKO is better than... What do you think about SESKO? Don't know who he is, do you?
I do.
Plays up front.
Yeah.
SESKO is the correct choice as Rainfall. Look, I think SESKO is better than Delap. Gyökeres is better than SESKO. Ekitike or SESKO is pretty much flip a coin. Osherman, we never went. Why am I saying my S's with a shush now? Sorry. Yeah, I like, look, I think that we will get people in the chat saying we should be going for Watkins, and I do agree with that. I don't have a problem with that. I think we'll also get people in the chat very happy with SESKO. It was always going to be a 50-50 decision. What do I think happens from here? When Ornstein says that we've made our mind up, that's the player we're going for. There is no debate anymore. Watkins is out of it. I would imagine that's for two reasons. One, Villa, as somebody just said, won't bring the price down. Or two, we didn't think SESKO was available, and he is. I think it's really, really close between the two. The downside of a SESKO is if he doesn't score the goals, he's very expensive, and as a foreign player, the media will go for him. The upside of Watkins is Premier League proven, could score goals. The downside of Watkins is the longevity and the price, short-termism. The upside of SESKO is he can be better than Watkins, and he has resale value if we wanted to sell him in the future, or he stays at the club for a very, very long time. I would put it like this: there's more excitement with SESKO. I think with Watkins, you probably know what you're getting, and what you're getting could be good. But I think with SESKO, there's more excitement about what could be. Now, we've been down that road many times before. I can give you a list of names that were exciting that didn't deliver. Anthony, Sancho. There are others. But ultimately, I don't think there's a loss with this. I think you end up with, I mean, my arm's really hurting. I need to swap arms. You end up with a, that's too close. Need to shave my nasal hair. Yeah, you end up with a good option either way, really. So, yeah, very happy about it. And I suppose look, what I would say about what David Ornstein said is that it was, it's if Manchester United go for a striker, then it will be Benjamin Sesko. If is a big word, isn't it? But I think that they will. I think that that's where they'll end up going at the end of the day. Because if they don't, then you're going to go down that way. Yeah. I'll meet you around. Yeah, if they don't, then I think it's a tough one, isn't it? Because you're sort of left thinking, ooh, what are we going to do? But yeah, I personally don't see a negative with it. I think it's a real positive, and I think that what you're looking at is. Imagine if someone was up there with the tips out. There won't be. There might be. I don't know. We don't really know where we are. But yeah. So look, loads of people have followed it up. I think in Jan Alga Fjortoft, Laurie Whitwell, Fabrizio Romano, a who's who of transfers really. And it's breaking news that do you really want SESKO, Mark? Good question. Yeah. I mean, my stance on it is this: I'm pretty happy. Whoever we go for, I think that it's, look, we need a striker. I think the contrast between Watkins and SESKO is big, but we are very fortunate to be on plan D and have one of those two as our choice. I don't like it. I saw somebody yesterday sort of like taking the piss out of Watkins, saying he was run-of-the-mill and mediocre. That's just stupidity. And you know, he's a good striker. They're two good options for Manchester United. I've been sort of flip-flopping between the two, which sort of shows you that if I'm thinking that, a lot of you are probably thinking that. It's a big call. But let's not forget the one thing that we've always been saying as well. If you get SESKO, Newcastle doesn't. 5th place is up for grabs this year. We're probably outsiders for 5th place, but if we've just stopped Newcastle from getting a good striker, they're probably going to go for maybe Watkins themselves, maybe Nicholas Jackson. So there's a positive to that as well. But all in all, I'm happy. And also another positive, it's the speed of the deal as well, isn't it? We're moving quick on this. We did say on Monday that we're going to find out what happens. What you've got to remember is just because he's snubbed Newcastle and Man United want him, we will only move if the player wants us. So he's obviously chosen us. looks like I've got bloody lipstick on. Can I just say, I do not walk around my town with lipstick on. It's not a cry for help. It's a filter or something. Anyway, yeah, I think that the one thing I would say about Ornstein's thing was it says if United get a striker, so let's hope there's a deal that we can do with Leipzig. But yep, thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll end it there and we'll have an update soon.